Are you ordained? I cannot say I am a Reverend sister now that I have been a disgrace.
In a quiet community of Alu River State, a story began that would shock the entire country, a story of trust, betrayal and death. I know so many of you are familiar with this story of Morin, the fake Reverend sister, and so many people at the same time really do not know the whereabouts of Morin. So on today's video, we are going to cover everything. All you need to know about Morin Wechunu. She was once seen as a woman of God, a reverend sister who claimed to care for abandoned children, but her name, Morin Wechunu, would later be linked to two different dark crimes, one involving child trafficking and the other her own murder in cold blood. Tonight we'll take you deep inside this chilling tale. In September 2022, police in Rivers State received disturbing reports. Parents from different communities claimed their children were missing. Some disappeared from markets, others from their homes. All trials pointed to a single house in Alu community. When officers stormed the compound, what they found was terrifying. 15 children, some as young as 2 years old, were locked inside, hungry, frightened, crying for help. At the center of it all was a woman dressed in a nun's habit. She introduced herself as Reverend Sister Morin Wechunu. To her neighbors, she was a quiet woman who ran what looked like an orphanage, but to the police, she was a prime suspect in a child trafficking ring. During interrogation, Morin told a different story. She claimed she did not steal the children. She said many of them were brought to her by strangers, others by mothers who were mentally unstable and could no longer care for them. She insisted she was only helping, not selling.
They are all my people's children. Then the rest, I'm coming now. That of Miracle, Queen, Favor, Mad Butch are brought to me by one Mr. Victor. Sometimes he will be demanding for money, and I told him if what you are bringing to an orphanage is supposed not to demand money, but due to much pressure on me, sometimes I give 50,000 naira, sometimes I give 60, sometimes I give 100.
Some of the rescued children told police something else. They said they were taken from their homes and given to Morin, sometimes by force, sometimes through deception. One of the children whispered that she had been bought like a goat by men who worked for the Reverend sister. Police sources later revealed that Morin allegedly paid middlemen amount ranging from 50,000 naira to 100,000 naira for each child delivered to her house. The news spread quickly. Headlines across Nigeria read, "Fake Reverend sister arrested with 15 children in Rivers State." Neighbors and angry parents gathered outside her home, demanding answers and justice. To many, it felt like a betrayal by someone wearing the cloth of the church. How could a woman who called herself a servant of God be linked to such evil? Morin was paraded before journalists, standing quietly as police officers listed the shocking allegations against her. But she never admitted guilt. Her last words to the press were simple: "I am innocent. Time will tell." That's what she told the journalists.
Are you ordained? I cannot say I am a Reverend sister now that I have been a, but I believe I am. Earlier before now, I am of Our Lady of Victory Missionary Sister. It's a foreign congregation.
Is it registered in Nigeria?
Yeah?
Where?
It's located, the mother house is in England. I was only Nigerian that have joined that congregation. I have a clinic actually.
What's the name of your orphanage?
Medical. The name of the orphanage home is St. Francis of Assisi Orphanage Home and registered with CFC.
How did you get these 15 children?
Yes. I will say Francisca, Emmanuel, Justice, Chukwu Emeka, Ogadimma, they are all children. That of Miracle, Queen, Favor, Mad Box are brought to me by one Mr. Victor. He comes with them in twos. Then after that of Chikodi, Chimobi, and the Chukud and the Yebuchi was brought to me by...
After arrest, Morin's case dragged on. The court moved slowly, and as weeks turned into months, many Nigerians simply forgot about her story. Morin herself kept a low profile after securing bail. She returned to Alu community living a quieter life, but some say she still had financial troubles. It was during this difficult period that she crossed paths with a man named Kevin Okoro. Kevin owed her money. How much? No one knows for sure. Some say it was related to a small business deal. Others believe it had to do with her former activities. What is clear is that Morin wanted her money back and Kevin had no intention of paying. On the evening of March 26, 2025, Kevin invited Morin to a secluded area under the pretense of finally settling the debts. She went, perhaps believing the matter would finally end peacefully, but what awaited her was not peace, it was violence. According to police reports, Kevin attacked Morin suddenly and brutally. Neighbors later said they heard faint screams, but by the time anyone reached the area, she was gone. A lifeless body hidden in the shadows, Kevin allegedly stole her belongings, hoping to make it look like a random robbery. Then he vanished into the night. Morin's death shocked the community. Even those who once doubted her innocence were horrified by the way she died. Local vigilantes swung into action, joining forces with the police. Whispered in the village pointing to Kevin. People remembered seeing him with her days before the murder. Kevin tried to run, he tried to hide, but the net was closing in. Finally, a group of vigilantes caught him in a neighboring town. He was beaten, tied up, and handed over to the police. During interrogation, Kevin confessed to the killing, saying he was tired of Morin constantly pressuring him for repayment. He claimed anger pushed him over the edge, but police believe there is more to the story. Was it really just about debt, or was there something darker between them? Perhaps connected to her past life as a suspected child trafficker. The investigation continues. The death of Reverend Sister Morin Wechonu leaves behind a haunting set of questions. Was she truly a criminal who profited from the pain of missing children, or was she a misunderstood woman trapped in a web of lies? Targeted by enemies she could not fight. We may never know the full truth. What we do know is this: in less than 3 years, Morin went from standing accused of trafficking innocent children to lying dead in the same community where those children were rescued. Her story is a tragic reminder that in the world of crime, the line between victim and villain is often blurred. As Kevin awaits trial for her murder, and as police continue to investigate her past, one thing is certain: the small community of Alo will never forget her name. Some will remember her as a monster, others will see her as a victim. But for the families of the missing children and for those who found her body that night, the name Morin Wechonu will always bring chills. This is not just a story of crime, it is a story of power, greed, and the dark secrets people hide behind closed doors.
They are all my people's children. Then the rest, I'm coming now. That of Miracle, Queen, Favor, Mad Box are brought to me by one Mr. Victor. Sometimes he will be demanding for money, and I told him, if what you are bringing to an orphanage, you're supposed not to demand money. But due to much pressure on me, sometimes I give 50,000 naira, sometimes I give 60, sometimes I give 100.
So yesterday I was in the market when some policemen bring her to the market. When I was very happy when I saw her and she was the one.
I'm very happy.
What did your son tell you?
My son tell me a lot, but He didn't say everything because we are here. Maybe when we get home, he will tell me how it happened.
I'm very, very happy. I thank God because God has done it for me. I'm happy.
And this parent says he is yet to see his daughter.
He was for my phone, as he come back for school. So they took him with a uniform.